What up, what up? Welcome back to the 6th episode of the Just Kill Dude podcast. We're here with, of course, Rudikins himself.
Hello.
And we got Kill Bill in the back. What's up? Oh, I'm surprised he fucking actually responded. So lately, he just got out of relapse. And, dude, he's been fucking... every time I see him, I go to hang out, he's got a needle hanging out his neck. He's got fucking... bunch of Xanax bars, cocaine. No, I'm just kidding. Fucking Kyle's been sober for well over 3 years.
No, 4, dude.
No shit.
Yeah, my 4th year was October 22nd.
No way, dude. Did I ask?
No, you didn't.
Oh, wow. What a prick. What a
Just
prick.
kidding. No, that's for real though, dude. Round of applause for this.
Yeah.
In my book, that's called a quitter. But anyways, what's up, guys? We're fucking just chilling like villains. We got Rudikins, like I said. We got Kill Bill.
We're chilling like Dylan.
Yeah, we're chilling like not Dylan's, dude. That guy. That guy's a mess, dude. That guy. I was just hearing off mic that I guess this guy was saying that my child, if I ever had one, which I wouldn't, would. What did he say, Kyle?
We're definitely gonna end up mentally handicapped.
So that my children will be mentally handicapped. Have you? We'll insert a clip in this podcast, or either this one or the one before. It'll be in the podcast before this, but we'll insert a clip, and you guys be the judge in the comment section down below who's more likely to have handicapped children. But with that being said,
Bro, we're canceled.
no, dude, it's chilling. What do you mean we're canceled? This guy, he's fucking white. So am I. Yeah, dude, like, oh yeah, keep coughing and
Shut
interrupting. But nah, dude, like, honestly, dude, cancel me if you want. But like, no, actually, please don't cancel us. We really need that sponsor/brand deal from Liquid Death, which tonight unfortunately was out of stock at the local Albertson. So we're sipping on.
That's how good it is.
Yeah, it's well, dude, I bought it all out. Like, what else do they expect? Sponsor your boy. But anyways, I was just gonna introduce like initially the fact that we're actually gonna start having like legitimate guests on, whether Rudy's here or not. We're gonna start doing Zoom meetings.
James wanted to do it.
James wants to do it, which is Kyle's good friend, mutual friend.
Different personalities is key.
We got Daniel that wants to do it. He's a fucking doctor, so that'd be very interesting.
Get some medical advice about this COVID shit.
Yeah, and about how many drugs Rudy intakes throughout the week.
Yeah, right. I drive straight.
When you need that like colonoscopy, he'll just.
Yeah, dude, he'll just put that finger right up your ass.
Okay, hold on. Invite him over.
But yeah, dude, so like I was just gonna say I got my buddy on Xbox. Shout out Chuck Zona. Shout out Mitch Blue. They're down to do a Skype, and we have a special segment set aside for you guys. I already have it all written out and fucking everything.
Yeah, shout out to Arizona homies. It's hot, and so are the motherfucking activities.
So very shortly, we are going to be having guests. I am going to be introducing video as well as audio to these podcasts.
So what, they can see us now?
We're just kind of trying to figure it out as we speak.
Oh my God.
And then also, another great news, I'm partnering up with one of my best friends. I won't say his name, but he has a very big company that's doing very well right now, and he's going to help me get some sort of brand deal, sponsor, stuff like that. And then, yeah, dude, we're just going to be having special appearances here and there. Like, not every episode, but just like, maybe like every third episode or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, keep it moving and keep growing.
But, dude, Kyle, like we were talking earlier, and you said you were editing podcast 5, the one that's about to drop before this one. And you were saying, like, I guess you were listening back to, like, some of the play, and you were saying that Dylan was, like, saying he was gay or, like, came out or something. Do you want to elaborate a little bit on that?
I mean, like, technically, you guys already watched it, even though we didn't drop it yet, but it will be dropped, so we're kind of speaking in the future right now. But, I mean, I just go listen to it for yourself, man. Like, I'm not gonna fucking talk about
dude,
that.
tell him verbatim what you told me earlier, because I nearly fucking. I mean,
he literally was like, like, he was just saying shit like, I don't even know if I'm gay, and, like, and he was literally like, Tim was like, I don't appreciate you playing grab ass with my knees right now.
Yeah, because he would kept like touching his knees to my knees, or like just keep grabbing my leg and shit, just like weird shit. And so yeah, but like enough shitting on this guy, because that's probably 15 minutes worth of shitting on this fool.
Honestly, and like no hate towards like the fact that he might be actually gay. It's more of like, what occurred that night to make us feel like not like this dude? Like,
Yeah, man, just tell us.
what do you mean? Just tell us. What's that even?
No, but dude, honestly, no. We'll talk. They'll hear all about
They'll
that
hear
in the
it,
next
yeah.
in the
In the
podcast
previous,
before
yeah.
this, yeah. But no, dude. So not only do we have Chuck and Mike, they're gonna be appearing. We also have my buddy Burrito, and he's gonna come on as a guest. He said audio only. He wants to be anonymous, probably because he thinks he's a real Mexican, but he's really looks way more white than he actually is.
Seriously, picture Frodo but with eyes.
Yeah, for those if IYKYK. But no, dude, so I was just like writing this week, like just about shit to talk about, not even scripted or nothing, but like I was just curious if you guys had any like funny like drug stories or like funny like stories or like interactions with like drug dealers that fucked you over, like anything like that. Like I can start if you guys want, because I have a million.
Yeah, you start, because I don't know. I gotta think.
I think, let's see. Like, it could be anything. It could be, like, from how weird your dealer was to if your dealer scammed you to, like, anything. So this one time, let me preface, this was back before Kyle even went to rehab over 4 years ago. And I think it was, like your last night before you went to rehab or something? You were like, I'm going tomorrow. So, like, we stocked up, dude.
Yeah, you didn't even believe me.
I was in such denial. I was so deep on drugs at the time. Like, I didn't even believe this fool.
And he's like, fuck.
So I was like, yo, like I hit up my dude at the time. I was like, get us some Adderall, some Xanax, some Coke, like whatever the fuck you can get us.
The smorgasbord.
Weed, dude. Like we ordered like 4 different drugs. We gave this fool like fucking nearly $200 some odd, if not more.
Oh my
And
God.
fucking remember Kyle? The guy fucking handed us a box. And we looked, and there was nothing in it.
Yeah.
And so these fucking dumb fucks, dude. I wish I would have had like a bat or something at the time.
Whoa.
Yeah,
No, so hold on, real quick. So these guys, they think like, oh, let's give these. They basically robbed us, is what. No, that's exactly what they did. And so they robbed us. Little do they know, they go taking off down the street, only to find out that my street is a fucking cul-de-sac. So there's no way to get out except for coming back and like facing us. So instead of being the men like they should have been, if they're manly enough to fucking rob us, you should be manly enough to stop the car and get out and fucking throw hands. In my opinion.
Fucking hit me.
And so me and Kyle more so, I was a little bit scared that they were gonna fucking hit me with the car, to be honest. I'm not scared to fight someone, but if you're about to hit me, I'm getting the fuck out of the way. Anyway, Kyle, like a fucking cokehead savage or whatever the hell he was on, fucking dude stood in the middle of the street and these guys swerved, nearly hit this motherfucker like a rag doll. They kind of like hit you, but not like dead on though.
No, yeah.
Yeah, like with your mirror, like you kind of got knocked off. But as like right before that happened, I've never seen Kyle do such a savage move. To this day, my brother still fucking talks about this. He's like, I literally watched Kyle throw the hardest fucking punch. It looked like Francis Ngannou like punching one of those punching bags that like
surfer version Francis Ngannou over
just
here.
straight up, dude. Fucking straight out of Ecuador, dude. This punch must have been like half Italian or something, dude.
Oh my God, it had a lot of pizza sauce on it.
No, dude, like you'd be surprised how strong car windows are. He punched this motherfucker so goddamn hard. But yeah, Kyle, if you have anything to add to that, I mean, you're the one that got into it more so.
No,
but-
you're right.
That's fucking exactly what happened. And like as I hit it, like fucking, you know, he almost hit me with the car. So like the only thing that hit me when he was driving by was the what was it, the fucking
So little
mirror.
rear view or
The
no,
side
the
mirror.
side mirror.
The
Yeah,
side
I remember
mirror.
that shit hit me so hard it like knocked me back a little bit, but
It was going like 40 miles an hour.
And you had like a
Shit.
bruise and shit, but then I think at the end of the night we still ended up getting Adderall somehow.
no, this was in the morning after we fucking like had a crazy night.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, because
Oh, that was like the day you were going to rehab, I think.
it
then.
was, and we're like, no, it's not over till it's over.
Damn, sick fuck.
Uh,
This is not over till
It's not
That's
over till
fucking
it's over.
nuts, though, dude.
That's a quote to live by. It's not over.
Wait, isn't
until
that a
it's
song by
over.
Lenny Kravitz? It's not over till it's over.
If you know that song, let us know, Lenny Kravitz.
But yeah, fucking dude, that's crazy though. What do you guys like, Rudy? Come on, you're fucking 30. I mean, I'm not saying you're old, but you're
Whoa.
31, dude. You've had more experiences than I have. I'm
No,
sure.
I don't take drugs. I'm nice.
Oh, really? Is that's why you were just looking for Xanax in my drawer?
What an idiot.
From August when we went to Mexico?
Dude, I remember the first time I took shrooms. That shit was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it could be a drug story, whatever you want. Go ahead and tell them.
I'm a late bloomer. I don't care. I waited to do drugs. I was like 18 when I did shrooms. And like, it was my like last year in high school.
You waited till you were 18?
Yeah.
Dude, I did
mushrooms.
acid before I smoked weed and I was 15.
Give this man an award. And then so, dude, my friends were like, and you know, I grew up in Murrieta. Shout out over there. I moved over here to Mission Viejo, and this crazy nice guy. He was nice and crazy because his left eye didn't work, and dude, it was weird. And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'll sell you some shrooms, but they're called mucks." I'm like, "What the fuck's a muck?" And then
that's what I call them. It's just slang for it.
And he was like, "They're gonna be shrooms baked in chocolate." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess." And you know, he gave it to us, and you know, my buddies. I took it down to my buddies in Murrieta.
Would you call it chocolate though?
Why? Because it shocked me?
Shroom chocolate?
Oh, I just call it fucking ugh. I did not like it. But
It tasted like shit.
it did. I love chocolate. It has a nice, distinct, strong taste that hides stuff. But even the mushroom shit taste, they couldn't really mask.
Someone's supposed to give you
But
chocolate.
I know, it's okay. Anyways, like we took it in, like I said, I grew up in Murrieta, which is...
Wait, how old were you at this
I was
time?
18, 17, like I said.
Oh,
I was
okay,
a
yeah,
senior in high school. And there's nothing to do over there. It was a Tuesday night on spring break. And my friends are like, let's pop it. We ate it. And we're like, what are we going to do, man? It's like 8, 9 o'clock at night. We're like, man, Walmart's 24/7. So we went to Walmart.
What a fucking terrible deal.
Because we're like, fuck it, what are we going to do? And it's like I said, it was late. And like I went in, and right when it started kicking in, and I was getting the visuals, and like,
Wait, so like,
In Walmart?
wait, give us some background. What was your plan in going to Walmart? Were you just be like, oh, this seems like a dope place to go right now?
we're
Like,
gonna just go look at stuff and trip out. I don't know. We were just like, let's see what happens. And like I got like the huge body high when you're laughing, you know, everything like that. Prior,
and like it feels like you're like wiggling.
yeah,
And shit.
and then right when we got in there, like it hit. And I don't know why, if like God planned this or something. You know, they have TVs and they play random movies. You know, like they have TVs at Walmart.
Oh,
and,
yeah, like in
you
the
know, and like
electronic
Target,
section and shit. Yeah.
On every single TV, they were playing the Disney version of Alice in Wonderland, and so I was like, "What the fuck?" And so we were just tripping out watching Alice in Wonderland and fucking in Walmart for like 2 hours, and then we came back and my buddy.
Here.
He cool. We were looking for an ash here. My buddy, he went to Arizona,
Smoking some of Kyle's
and
really good kush right now.
and he
sorry.
came back CBD.
I'm just kidding. It's CBD.
And he came back from Arizona, and since he was on mushrooms, he said he would look out his window, and it was just desert and cactus out there. And I was like,
At CVS?
no, he was at his house. We went home.
Oh, I
and-
thought you said CVS.
No, he was looking out his window. So we were just tripping, but it was a good time. We just went home. I wound down. I threw up. I threw the shrooms up like an hour later or 2 hours later. I don't know why. My stomach was upset. They said it happens. I don't know.
Yeah, mushrooms give you shits. Dude.
But,
It's
dude,
literally food poisoning.
Yeah,
Is what it is.
and so we were tripping out. I had visuals, and it was nice. I didn't have negative. Like I've never had negative trip on mushrooms, which
Like
is
on
nice.
the come up, did you feel anxiety at all?
No, dude. Like I've only done that with acid. Acid makes me feel really
Yeah,
bad anxiety.
I hate acid.
But with mushrooms, I've never had a bad experience. It's always like, as corny as it sounds, it's like the hippies say, like peace, love, and unity. You know, it's like
yeah,
super
until
chill.
you're fucking under scrutiny, more like it, dude. Fuck that shit, dude. I've had such bad acid trips. Like,
No, I was talking about mushrooms, but
no,
yeah,
I know. I'm
yeah.
just talking like psychs in general,
Yeah.
dude. Like I've had a lot of trips where dude. I'll put it the simplest way possible. I've probably taken mushrooms like separately a total of like 50 plus times, and probably acid like 150 to 200 times.
Wow.
Some of those times, though, I had taken, like, multiple tabs. So, like, that's why when I say 150, some of those trips might have been, like, 3 of those, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah, no, I get
I mean,
it.
like, I've taken, like, 150 tabs, probably.
Yeah.
And so, like, dude, I don't know if did I ever tell the KFC story on here?
Not on here, but I've heard it.
With Sliler?
Is it like entertaining?
Oh, dude, it's fucking great. One of my greatest trips of all time.
Go ahead.
So, you're next. So, fucking, but, no, so, dude, yeah, one time, we went to this party with this this guy. We call him Sliler. He's probably dumber than Dylan, but you know that's up for debate. And so, dude, yeah, we met up. We were at this like little kickback in RSM, California. If you know, you know. But we were at this dude's house, kind of just kicking back, drinking beers, smoking. Sliler, so-called idiot, calls this guy that has like legit acid. Like this dude, like I've gotten acid before this dude, but this guy showed up with a legitimate vial of acid, like with the dropper and everything. And he pulls up, I shit you not, this is like, it sounds like it's out of a book or like a movie. It's exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
And he pulls up, it looks like a lunch cooler, like something you would bring like your lunch to at work. And right on top, written in permanent like Sharpie marker, it says acid box. I swear to God. Swear to God.
That's the bustiest thing
I know.
I've ever heard.
And so I just start cracking up because I'm high as fuck. And he breaks out. He opens the box. He pulls out like 1 or 2 vials. I don't know what they must have both been. I don't know. But anyways, he pulls out a couple packages of the Sour Patch watermelons. Like, dude, everybody knows what those look like. So he takes out one and he's like, "How much you guys want?" Whatever. We're like, "We'll take a hit or 2 or whatever." So he drips one. And then, like, it's kind of, like, over-dripping, so he's, like, I think we bought 2 tabs. So he drips 1, drips 2, and on the second drip, it kind of, like, there was some extra coming out. So he's like, "Oh, fuck it, there's already more coming out. Let me just do a third one for each of you guys, just for, like, the same price." So we're like, "All right, whatever." Dude, I fucking took this shit, and within an hour, we got this kickback. I was like, "Yo, dude, we gotta go, dude. Like, I can't be around people right now."
Yeah.
So we walked... all the way from like from Rubio's and RSM.
Yeah.
No, probably even further. Probably from like RSM Lake to like the KFC and RSM.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
Tripping on acid.
Oh, I threw up from that food there.
Absolutely tripping. Yeah, and I was coming up at this kickback, so I was like, that's the last place you want to be is fucking...
Right.
That's all good water, by the way.
Yeah.
But that's the last place you want to be is when you're coming up on any psychedelic is just around a bunch of random people, dude. Like, in my humble experience. But, so long story short, we end up leaving. This shit starts kicking in, and let me tell you, it's some of the most potent acid I've ever had, dude. Like, I remember one point, my buddy, he was living with his grandma at the time, and she lived in these apartments in RSM, and right next door, like, if you cross the street, there's like a U.S. bank, but it's like a mini skyscraper. So there's like several different businesses in the building, but like the main part of the building is the U.S. bank, if that makes sense. And then next door there's like a KFC, and then there's like a Mexican restaurant, and this and that and the fifth. And so we're walking back, and so we cut through that plaza so we weren't on the main streets, like to avoid cops and shit.
Right, yeah.
And dude, I just remember we walked by the KFC door, and inside the door, it was closed. It was like 12 o'clock, maybe 1 a.m. at this point. And KFC was closed, but inside the door they had a cardboard cutout of the Colonel.
Yeah.
And so, dude, I don't know. I just was tripping balls at this point. It must have been like an hour after I took it. And, dude, I look at him, and I'm just, like, looking at him. His face is waving, like, all his features are coming to life and shit.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
That beard probably kept growing.
Dude, it was
saw
insane,
chickens flying?
dude. I saw him fucking front. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, dude, I thought this was a real person, no joke. So I started talking to him, and his mouth started moving, like, responding to me. I swear to God. And fucking, so long story short, fucking Sliler snaps me out of it. Like, he fucking shakes me by my shoulders. He's like, "Dude, you have literally been sitting here for 15 or 20 minutes talking to a piece of cardboard."
Damn.
And I was like, "No, dude, you don't understand. Like, I'm learning shit from this. Like, when you're that far gone, dude, like, especially on a psych, like, you're fucked, bro. Like, everything means everything to you. Like, if that, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, dude, that's why.
Like, everything you see or experience is, like, the world.
Yeah,
like,
that's why, like I said, we were staring at that Alice in Wonderland movie in Walmart. Like, what the fuck? I've seen that shit so many times.
And then there was one time, I think me and you tripped, Kyle. Or we were... No, yeah, it was definitely me and you. It was when Guardians of the Galaxy came out. And we went, and we were either tripping or on mushrooms or just really high or something.
Damn.
And I remember we walk into the movie theater in Foothill, and they had like a cardboard cutout of like Chris Pratt and like all the characters and shit. And Kyle was like, "Oh my god, that's Chris Pratt." And like
I have a picture on my
do you
Snapchat
remember?
of that.
Yeah, do you remember?
I have a picture.
What were we on that night?
We
definitely were not sober.
It's either we were on acid or we were just geeking on.
Or maybe just geeking and we got excited. But Kyle loves Chris Pratt, so so do I. He's
so
the
funny.
shit.
Yeah, shout out Chris Pratt.
And so Kyle's like, we were so fucked up. He's like, dude, let me squat down, take a picture of me with Chris Pratt.
Oh,
dude, it was
God.
the funniest shit I've ever heard. But like, yeah, I mean, like, that's all I can think of right now. Kyle, you got anything interesting?
Well,
like,
no, okay. So going back to what you said about like,
the Chris Pratt, the
no.
KFC.
Oh, how like everything means everything to you when you're on like acid.
yeah, like the littlest of shit could mean like
And,
the
like,
biggest thing in the world.
I think like, you know, to elaborate further on that, like, it's like when you're a kid again, it kind of like gives you that like a newness to the world.
You're reborn in a way.
Yeah, you are reborn in a way.
That's weird. That's
Like,
why,
you know,
like, the
like-
first time you do it, it's you can't explain it, bro. I don't know. It's fucking.
But do you know what I mean? Like it gives you that like newness to reality.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's not boring.
It's
terrible.
The best way I could explain it is like, yeah, you basically just said it. It's like being a baby. And like, dude, honestly, most people don't even remember this. But like, when you're born, like, obviously you fucking come out and like, you're just kind of trying to figure everything out. You're like, what the fuck is this? But
Right.
like if I were to ask you right now, do you remember coming out of your mom? You'd be like, no.
yeah. It's impossible. You don't build memory till like 3 or 4 years old,
Right.
Or no, maybe younger because you remember voices and shit like that, but not really.
But like for the most part, that's the best. It's basically like your soul is reborn.
But
again.
you understand the world better.
Yeah,
in
like
a way.
okay, it's like both of you guys just said. It's a mixture of that because it's like if you were to like have the perspective of a child again, but retaining your like adult
like
minds.
you're already the knowledge that you already know.
Yeah, so it's like not like
So you can actually consciously make decisions.
yeah, it's not nonsense.
Yeah, you're like, wow, that looks different because I can compare that to this, or this looks new because you can actually have a conversation about
But
it.
on the same token, I've had times where I cut. It's almost like you guys have heard of like a partial blackout, right? Like when you drink and then you like come to and from, like you'll be like, oh, I don't remember that part of the night, but I remember that part of the night. It's kind of like that. Like it will depending on how hard you trip. So it'll be like at one point you'll be like feeling like a legitimate infant, and then the next point you'll be like, oh my god, like I saw this guy named George at work that fucking reminded me of what I just thought of in this trip. Just like random shit like that.
Like acid flashbacks in a way.
Yeah, no, and I still get those to this day.
I haven't gotten any in a minute.
Do you think that's true? Actually, have you ever seen that where they say online? They say if you take there's actually two things. They say if you take enough acid that it gets stored in your spine, and when you crack your back, that it
like it
ignites
releases it, like
yeah.
a fluid releases. I've heard that. I mean, I don't know.
I think
maybe.
it's bull. I have had a couple times though where I've cracked my back and I felt like I was like tripping.
Dude, I remember because like I didn't understand what a acid flashback was, and I remember I was working at a computer sales job, and I looked at the time to see when it was like time to leave, and it looked like it was like in that kaleidoscope, like moving and like whatever, just for like a second, and then you're like, what the fuck, and then it looks normal.
Yeah, it only happens.
That's
for like a
really
second.
quick. It's not like forever. It's just like a quick second or two, and you're just like, whoa, what the fuck? But like you're like, oh, I probably just had an acid flashback. That's insane.
Especially if you lean back in your chair.
But I haven't done it in years, so I haven't had one. I think it was more like when I had done it recently, but since I haven't done it in a while,
Dude,
I haven't had one recently.
I remember the last time I took acid. It was May 31st, 2017.
Wow.
And the only reason I remember is because I took it May 30th, 2017. 30 days prior, had a great trip. But for some reason on that 30 days later, I took it again with the same friend. And both me and him agreed, like, this shit is too intense. So at the time, I had some green hulks. I won't say exactly what those are, but you guys can figure them out or Google it up or something. So I could not handle the come up, so I broke a green hulk in half. I gave my friend Brandon a half. I gave myself a half, or I took a half rather, and fucking it took me down. Like I was still tripping, but like the come up and like the anxiety went away. But like, yeah, no. And then the other thing that I found interesting online is that people say, like total trips, not just off one psychedelic, like total. They say online, I swear to God, you can fact check this. It says if you trip more than 7 times in one lifetime, you are considered mentally insane. How is that? I've tripped over like 300-400 times. How's that possible?
I don't know. Maybe
I still work a job. I mean, not at the moment, but I'm able to do a podcast. I play video games. I go to work.
It's probably a different insane. Maybe like mental, like anxiety or OCD orders or bipolar or something like that. You know, maybe just like some sort of other conditions.
I just don't get it. You know, it almost just makes me want to dive into the fucking pill department. No, but I'm just kidding. Dude, it's just a joke. You're supposed to rip off of it, dude.
This fucking guy, man.
All right, guys. I got a new segment. It's called Guess the Medication by the Sound.
Oh my god.
All right, I'll give you. Oh, dude, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I actually want your input on this, and not to get all personal, but dude, like me and my dad, and I'm kind of whispering because we're in my house, but me and my dad like have gotten into it like fucking, I don't know, maybe a week and a half ago, and have legit not talked since. Like I don't know, I don't want to get into great detail, but I essentially said like, you're dead to me. Like I don't want to have any conversation with you.
That's bad.
And I have to live with this motherfucker, so it's like, trust me, it's awkward, but it's been long enough at the point to where I'm like, every time I see him, I just walk by and just pretend he's like not there. And so like, I'm just curious, like, have you guys ever experienced that? Because I know like a lot of people, like I've looked it up online. I looked up like, is it normal for parents to like just be complete assholes and just not there for their kid, or like for example, like if I have a problem, like a serious problem, besides of course like a DUI, like where I'm going to jail, but if I have like a serious panic attack and I go up and I'm like, oh my god guys, like fucking I'm freaking out, help me out, they'll just be like, oh, just deal with it, like you're a man. Like whereas most parents would be like, oh man, that sucks, I'm sorry to hear that, like what can I do to help, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
does that make sense?
It does in a way. I get it.
So like, have you guys ever experienced anything like that, and if so, like what has the response been like from your parents? Because I can only speak for myself and my own family.
I feel like, because everyone's situation's different. I personally can't think of anything like that. But, you know, there's disagreements with parents. Like, at the end of the day, that's what everything is. It's like you're your own person, your parents are your own people, and they're going to say things and you're going to disagree with them. And that's just what it is, just a big disagreement. You see it this way and he sees it this way, and you guys are pretty much just not meeting in the middle. That's just how it is. It's fucked up.
Well, like, because you have brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, you have two brothers, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like your dad, like, he tries to, like, because one of your brothers is gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my brother is gay. My older brother.
Yeah, and this is the one right here.
Yep.
Yeah, he's right here. No, but yeah, hey, let me keep grabbing your knees like Dylan would. But no,
Ew, what the fuck?
Do you ever feel like there's like some sort of child like favoritism, or like, or not even that, more so just like they'll try to be like, the dad will be like the alpha when he knows he'll be like, I'm the alpha and I'm the only alpha. Meanwhile, there's 4 fucking alphas in the house. Like, Kyle, you can attest to that. Your dad does the same shit.
Oh, dude, like...
Tell him.
Like, me and my dad, when I was younger, especially, like, when I was in high school, like, me and him used to go at it, like, all the fucking time, dude. Like, yeah, like, no fucking joke. And, like, my sister even, like, has told me, like, in the past, like, so-and-so days or months or whatever, she's like, yeah, dude, like, because she brought it up. I forgot why, but... She was like, yeah, dude, like, when you guys used to do that, like, it has, like, literally given me PTSD. Like, you guys would, like,
fuck.
Yeah, dude, no, we'd be fucking, like, in each other's faces, and, like, we'd both be yelling at the top of our lungs, like, spit would be flying and hitting the other one's cheek, dude.
No, this
like,
is a regular occasion here at the Eves residence.
Yeah, and that's how it used to be for me.
How old was, I won't say your name, how old was blank when this was happening?
Oh, my dad?
Your sister.
Oh, my sister? Oh, she was a little kid, dude. Like, what it was? She's 22 now. I'm 28. What's the age difference there?
That's like 6 years.
Okay, so then I was like, maybe I was like between the ages from like 14 till I was like, I feel like.
So she was like 8 or 9.
Yeah, dude.
14 to 18, so she's like 8 to like 12ish.
Yeah, and like, dude.
That I could see happening, but like, dude, here's why I don't agree with that. And I don't mean to cut you off.
That was her age. I was like...
No, I know. You were like 7 years older or whatever. But
yeah.
My point being is that I feel like it's the same thing. Like, my brothers my brother's legit, like, seen my brother and dad physically fight. Like, and I've even told him, get the fuck in your room. I don't want you seeing this. Like, because I know what that does to a person.
Yeah.
And so I understand, like, where you're coming from. But, like, I don't know. And your sister's cool as fuck. She's like a little sister to me. But, like, to say that you have PTSD from that, I don't know. Everyone's different. 7 years old is a very young age to be doing, like, experiencing that. But to say you have PTSD is insane. That's just my 2 cents.
Who knows?
Like,
People can get traumatized from anything.
The way why she said that is because she gave me an example, like when she does see like other people her age, like at a bar or something, like, you know, or like at a party or something, and like she knows the two people, like, and they start like going at it, like yelling at each other's faces. She said
It, like, reminds her.
yeah,
of
and
it.
she starts having like a panic attack, like.
That I
See,
understand.
that's what PTSD comes.
That
in.
I understand. I wouldn't call it PTSD. I just more so. I don't know what I'd call that.
Well, if you're traumatized by it.
Traumatized, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I get the same thing, dude. Like when I went to the work party and the guys started arguing in my hotel room, I got the same way where I kind of just shut down. But I've always been like the type of guy that if I get in an argument, I'm not backing down. I don't give a fuck who you. I don't give a. Sorry, God. Love you, God. But I don't care if you're Jesus Christ. If you're trying to set me straight, I'm going to fucking stand in my fucking steps and I'm going to defend myself. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be the biggest, but you could be the fucking mountain from fucking, what's that one show? The fucking, the dragons and the...
Oh, yeah, Brokeback Mountain.
No.
Oh,
Jesus,
damn.
that
Tim
was
loved that movie.
You just fucked up a great moment.
Yeah, Tim loves that movie.
The mountain from Game of Thrones. You know that huge ass motherfucker?
From Game.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Game of Thrones.
From Game of Thrones. Actually, by the way, guys, I forgot to introduce it the correct way. Welcome back to the Just Gay Guys. No, but
What the
I'm just
fuck?
kidding.
on the last
You guys will
Dude,
see on the last
hell.
one. But no, so like I just feel like what were we talking about? Now I got distracted, dude. Because I wanna touch on one more subject. What were you just saying?
Game of Thrones when like when you're at the hotel and like you won't back down.
Oh, dude, it's like that. Like Dylan. Okay, so Dylan was there with me, and this
like
fool
the Dylan that
starts.
was on the podcast.
Yeah, the Dylan that was on the podcast. So this dude starts going back and forth with me. He's drunker than Dylan at this point. Going back and forth, thinking I'm going to snitch him out because he blanks. Cal, you're going to have to even bleep that. And let's just say he's involved with selling the dark arts. That's all I'll say.
There you go.
And so he was convinced, he was so fucked up off both alcohol and blank that he was convinced that I was a rat, like a legitimate informant. So he's in my hotel room that the owner of my company paid for, sitting there telling me, like, you're going to snitch on me, this, that, and the fifth. Like, everybody's freaking out. Dylan's sitting there. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, and then he looks down. You know my red backpack? It's right fucking there. The full send backpack. I had it in there. He goes, you know I'm part of the Bloods, right? He goes, what's with the red backpack?
Who said that?
I can't say his name on here.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you after though.
Yeah.
So he said, I go, what the fuck are you? And even Frank, sorry Frank, you'll never even listen to this, so it doesn't matter. But no, so even my homie Frank from work, he's like more like middle aged, like 40, 45. He's got a kids and a wife and everything.
Yeah.
And even he was in the room drinking with us while we were fucking doing so and so on and so forth, smoking. And even he looks at him, and I've only been working there at the time 2 months, and he goes, dude, I'll say his name's that's all I'll say. But that's not his full name. He goes, you are tripping right now, dude. These guys are the most loyal guys in the company. Like, you're legit just freaking out for no fucking reason.
Like, chill out, bro.
And so we start reasoning for him. I straight up tell him, I'm like, dude, you do realize I literally just got out of jail like 3 days before starting this job. Like, do you think I would fucking rat you out? And so, like, I even told him that I had sold shit before. Like, it did not matter, dude. This guy you couldn't get through to him.
That's crazy.
And so my point being is that, like, I'm like the mountain from fucking Game of Thrones. No matter what you throw at me, I'm going to defend until I get either the last word or I get a defeat. And I think that strongly comes from my dad because he's the exact same way. It's like when me and him bicker, it's the battle of whoever gets the last word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what causes it.
So I don't know, like what, like I've been yapping for long enough. What do you, I don't know, fucking expand on that.
I mean, what do you mean expand
Like
on
you've
it?
never. I know Rudy. You have a perfect family. Everybody's rich and they have their own companies. It's different for you,
Dude,
buddy.
yeah.
I understand.
I know, yeah. When I don't bicker because when I bicker, I get hit more. So I just shut the fuck up and get hit.
Well, no, I think the reason you don't bicker is because you fucking get paid like $1,000 a month just to live.
Like literally growing up, my dad would just give that look, and once you get that look, like it means shut the fuck up, or I'm coming over and I'm beating your ass. And I just don't say nothing. I don't bicker.
So he did it. It was just a different approach.
Yeah. So I rarely bicker, and if I did, I got hit, and I'm like, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bicker. So yeah, I never did. That's why with you guys, it sucks to hear because it's like, dude, like it's just you guys keep going. It's like honestly like that snake that eats its head. Like it's just going round in circles, like round and round, and you're just like, fuck, man. I just want this shit to end already.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. It doesn't matter if I made up with him tomorrow. By the very next week, he'd have something else to bitch at me about. And I don't want to revolve the entire podcast around me and my personal problems, but I just was curious because, dude, like, it's been 2 weeks. Like, to live with somebody and not talk to them, not even say a single hello or goodbye for 2 weeks is a little bit odd, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But hey, you know what?
It is what it is. You
gotta keep it pushing. We're like a train.
Trucking.
Yeah, you're like a train, Tim. Just keep pushing. And you have people in you?
I have people in me.
Oh, you know what I mean. They want to.
Hey, Rudy, I know what you're talking about. Like, you know, if you don't shut up, you're just gonna get fucking hit. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying.
No, but my parents were never abusive though. It was more so like.
Mine were.
It was more so like you. No. It was more so like you either get grounded if you talk back, or you're just like on their bad side. Like I don't know. I've never.
Like, no, I get it. Like mine weren't like aggressive, but like you know, when push came to shove, like you know, like it's not like I got my ass beat, but like
yeah, it wasn't like
you know,
that.
I could just recall upon a time where like you know I was just mouthing off and like you know.
Oh, I've gotten hit before.
Yeah, well, I mean, like you know, and I was upstairs and like you know my dad like overheard and like. Just the next thing, like I was mouthing off to my mom and like you know. Like,
oh, you mean like kind of like my dad's probably sitting next to my
just
door
fucking
right
going
now.
crazy, like fuck.
But no, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. And I was just mouthing off, and he literally in like a split second, it was like he fucking like levitated,
teleported.
He just went whoosh, like up the fucking flight of stairs, dude. Was already like in a split fucking second, and like I saw him enter the room, and the second I saw him enter the room, he was already in front of me, like.
Damn.
And he in one motion, dude, he pinned me against the wall and did one of those like fucking 1-inch punches by Bruce Lee, dude. Like his fist did not fucking move,
in your
dude.
chest,
like,
in your stomach,
in my stomach, and I can tell it
knocked the wind out of you.
Yeah, but I could tell he wasn't even trying that hard. Like, that was the fucking scary part. And in that moment, I was like, "Whoa, dude, I gotta chill." Like,
yeah.
This dude, like, you know, he's got that dad energy, dude.
No,
like,
I will agree.
Dad
strength is a very, very real thing. I've never like actually thrown punches with my dad, but like we've definitely gotten to the point where we've tussled around or thrown each other around and shit like that.
Online.
And fucking dude, like let me tell you, dad strength is a real thing. But guess what, Daddy-o? You're fucking getting older, and I'm just coming into my prime, so I'd settle it down. That's all I gotta say. But we'll leave it at that. But dude, speaking of fighting, what about those UFC fights, dude?
Oh my god, we are huge UFC fans. Honestly, I don't know about you, but I want to join a gym and start learning that shit.
Well, dude, you know what they have you do, right?
Wrestle and do all that Brazilian...
No, they have you take HGH, dude. It's right here. Human growth hormones.
Oh my god, I'm not taking that.
That's how you get big, dude. That's how you get in the gym.
Dude, it's called being natural.
Yeah, dude, actually, could you tell them about that?
Like,
if you're comfortable.
Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't think it's that bad, actually. Like,
dude, like, tell him how you'd like pay me, like.
Yeah, I did right in my cheek.
No,
he shot it in his cheek.
Tell him like how you'd like have me like jerk you off just to like fucking.
Oh, what the?
Put it in, like just to jab it in your ass.
Dylan, should.
But
Tim's like, I have the best grip this east side of the Mississippi.
No, I'm totally joking. But Kyle, tell him about your experience with, because you weren't taking HGH. That was like legitimate steroids.
Yeah, for sure, it was legitimate steroids.
For what sport?
for the sport of
getting
me.
the abs,
Oh my,
dude.
just for fucking living. Oh my god! I knew when I saw this guy, he was a god. Now look at him.
I don't even work out now, dude. Like I'm just
Ah.
over it right now, you know? I'm in that like metamorphosis stage. Where
Yeah.
I'm building this energy just like ready to fucking emerge from my cocoon and then just be the beautiful butterfly, you know?
Maybe
He's
it
like, I
comes
wanna
from
fly.
maybe it comes from your dad 1-inch punishing you or whatever.
The 1-inch punch, dude.
Dude, honestly, I saw that
What
in
did I
Ki-
say? 1
Hey.
inch punishing.
You know,
I was like, in that day,
you know what?
always gonna kill.
It actually makes sense why you call him Kill Bill, because she does the 1-inch punch.
You're
when
like,
she's in
he's
the
gonna
coffin.
throw me against the wall and kiss me.
Oh, dude, what a sick. That's why he's Kill Bill. That's why.
Oh man.
Straight up.
Unbelievable. Thanks for leaving a dead silence while I take a sip of a beer.
All right. Well, I mean,
Who cares? Fuck. Put a commercial in there.
like I used to do a little roids, dude. I did fucking sustenance. I did a little bit of Anavar. I did it's not called.
Did you ever fuck with like
Well-
Test 200 or anything like that?
No,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I always did the lighter like steroids because I was kind of like the side effects were kind of like
Yeah.
they freaked me out a little bit, but like and I did get a little bit. I was a little more aggro at times.
And
stuff
is
like
it
that.
true that like, and I don't need, dude, it's up to you if
So,
you want
like,
to share
not-
this information. Dude, listen, we know you're Italian Ecuadorian. He's got a hog on him, but when you're when you're using, yeah, you do, dude. I've heard around the
Damn,
block.
Kyle's got a hog. I
Okay.
knew it. It's probably because his hair.
You do too, you little purple people
I
eater.
Dude, I
But
zipped
listen
it up
here.
the other day.
So no, because it's always been like a huge myth that like people that take steroids they have small dicks. Is that
Oh,
like
okay,
did it
okay,
make
okay.
it smaller? Is my point.
No. If anything, it made me more fucking like
Horny.
yeah, dude. And
It's
like,
like taking
I was
a-
always
did it
rocking
make
a
it
full one, dude,
bigger?
like-
Or same size but just more sex drive.
like same size.
I feel like we're promoting
Okay.
steroids here. No.
No, this is just a storyteller.
Oh my god.
Well, we're not promoting steroids, but
Yeah, we
I
don't.
personally am not against it. And this is just, perspective.
Yeah, we're not promoting it. We just like it.
And I think the most important thing to know if you're doing it is to like not do it for too long, and also make sure you take like the off cycle like shit, like or else you'll end up with like man boobs and like
Yeah.
so your balls won't be good anymore.
Oh, so it's
some
kind
shit
of like
that.
Xanax. Like you just take it for a short period of time and then you kind of wean off so that you don't get like
Oh my god, dude, this fucking
No,
guy's
dude.
a fuck.
Trust me, I completely understand. No, I'm just playing. But no, I do, dude. Trust me. I've struggled with my own addiction. Like that's for another fucking episode. But there is one segment I wanted to bring back, and we're not done yet. But this is just one segment. I was talking to the boys. Do you guys recall when we did the top 5 Xbox players?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys voted, I think.
So we
who's your
voted.
number one?
No.
It's the
So
same.
this was podcast 4.
is 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So they listened to it. They loved the podcast, but they said you guys should have done 1 through 10.
Okay.
I don't want to do
and
that.
I said I'll redo it just for you guys.
All right. Okay. How about this? And don't like put more than like 3 to 5 seconds thought into who you're gonna do in order.
Should we just do it right off the rip right now, or should
Yeah,
we
yeah.
write down 10 people and then fucking just?
I don't even
No,
know
right off the
10
rip.
people. I don't even know 10.
Well, you guys
Yeah,
can both
dude,
agree,
we
then.
play with way more than 10 people. Like, I mean, can you name 10 people? I wrote a list, but like, how about this? Instead of just naming 10 random people, this list that I just paused and wrote down, they're not in any specific order. I just wrote 10 people's names down that we play with,
Okay.
and we'll just look at them, and you pick 1 through 10. Honest opinion. And you can even add to it. You could be like, yeah, this guy's a fucking AFK piece of shit. Like, fucking, dude, give your honest opinion. That's what the people want. That's what Chuck wants.
All right.
Shout out, Chuck. I'll fucking suck you off. I'm just kidding.
All right, so my top 10. I can't. You go first. I don't know, man.
All right. Give me the headphones. That's the
Okay,
only
here.
way I'll be able to
let
do
me
it.
see the vibe, because
Okay.
honestly, I it's like picking your favorite children. It's like, fuck, dude. Like,
Pretty much, dude.
I
Okay.
feel so bad.
Number 1. Chuck and Burrito told me I was fucking like their last pick. So, this time around, me and Chuck have made amends. We didn't talk for 6 months.
Why
but,
not?
we got into it, but that's for a later date. Chuck, you're going number 1 this time, buddy.
What?
Okay.
Talk about redemption.
Number 2, I'm going with Burrito.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, I gotta go with Gold Four Loko.
Damn.
Because he likes to get fucked up on the mic with me. He might have gotten a couple somos from Mexico. I didn't say that. It's something inside of me compelled me to say that. I don't know. What else? Who do we have for 4th? I'm looking through the list. Hold on. Buzz Cray, I got you first last time. You get 4th this time, you cocksucking.
Wait, you just said Four Loko was 4th.
No, Four Loco's 3rd.
Gold Four Loco's 3rd.
Yeah.
Buzz Cray, you're going 4th on this one. Because I love you, but you choose Rudy before me. That's the only reason you get 4th.
Wow.
Yeah, he did.
Let's see.
Buzzy?
Oh, I left out Mitch. Mitch has to be top 5. Shout out fucking Mike, aka Mitch Blue on fucking Xbox. Tons, you're gonna be 6. I voted you in the top 5 last time. Hall Monitor's got to be 7. Wait.
Damn. He drove him to the airport.
Yeah, he did stay here. I love Hall Monitor. Yeah, Hall Monitor, you're 7. Cerveza, It's between Cerveza and Deadpool for...
Last.
No, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 3 people left.
Oh, these
So
3.
we're going for number 8. Who's
You
number
want a slice
8?
of pizza?
Yeah, give me some.
Hey, I'm fucking doing something here, you
Whoa.
Big one?
Small one.
They're not really...
literally hear you smacking, but I'm so sorry, Liquid Death, but maybe, you know what? Maybe if we got sponsored by you guys, he would be able to drink your drink and get his food down, and then we wouldn't have to hear the chew.
This dry ass pizza. What is there to wash it down with?
Right. You eat the dry ass pizza and then you murder your thirst with Liquid Death.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
There you
Fucking
go.
take a swig of that, baby. Hey, leave me one piece, please, or at least half.
So
But,
who's your last 2?
So 8 would have to be Cerveza. Okay. 9 would be Deadpool. 10 would be Papa Steve, only because Papa Steve listens to his wife, fucking Bonnie, aka Bonnie and Clyde. Like, what kind of fucking name is that?
Damn.
This guy hasn't been online in like well over a year, dude. So fucking, oh yeah, put your greasy pizza hands all over my
Damn.
bed. That's fucking fantastic. But yeah,
There's
no.
no
So that's
grease.
my top 10. If Rudy will stop being a fat ass and get the pizza out of his throat, maybe we can see what he has to say.
I know, I'm eating it so well. Okay.
I'm just fucking with you.
Move.
So you can put one. Hold on, watch. Hold on. Just
There
put
you
1
go.
through 10.
All right, let's see. I'm going to do something different.
Honest opinions too.
I'm going to do something different.
Your favorite. It could be your favorite to play with, or your favorite to conversate with. Whatever.
So I'm going to start from 10 and go up.
No. But they're not in order.
I understand that.
Okay,
You know how
okay,
you start
okay,
with your favorite? I'm going to tell you who's my least and then going up from there. All right.
Okay.
So first, yeah, it's got to be
Deadpool,
No, I'll
guarantee.
go Papa Steve because at least Deadpool plays with us sometimes.
True.
I haven't seen Papa Steve since fucking Obama was in office.
Dude,
No.
straight up.
Then I'd have to say after that it's probably Deadpool because I don't really play with him as much. Number 8. Ooh, now it's getting personal.
Please say Cerveza. That guy's a fucking piece of shit, I tell you.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I love you. Fucking
I'd say 8. It would probably have to be 4 Loco just because I don't play with him as much. And then Mitch is number 7. Let me see. 6. I'd have to go with probably Cerveza.
Wait. Who was 7? Mitch?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
Cerveza 6. And then I have to go probably Chuck at number 5. He's going to be so pissed. Sorry, Chucky. Number 4, I'll probably have to go with Tons just because you don't play with him as much. He's got his legit crew. Number 3, I'll probably go Hall Monitor because we had those times. It was chilling in Big
and then
Bear.
you got Buzz and Burrito.
Dude, Buzz and Burrito. I'll have to go. You know what? I'm just going to switch it up. Buzz, you're second. Burrito's the homie. He's number 1.
How do you like that, you fucking Utah piece of shit? St.
They
George,
both
you
live
fucking
in
Mormon!
they both live in Utah. Damn.
Yeah, but Chris is moving to Vegas next year, so fuck you, you piece of fucking Mormon shit. I'm just kidding. I love all you guys, no matter what. This is just for fun. But, yeah, I'll be on probably shortly after this is fucking over, but, dude, fucking wait, give me that notebook.
Oh, here. Sorry, man.
But
I just
dude,
wanna get it
oh yeah,
all.
just fucking rape it over the mic, why don't you? Fucking dude, that's crazy. I can't believe you fucking unbelievable.
It was like
But there was one thing we were talking about. It was the guns and gun control. And
Oh, yeah.
I know we touched on that.
Speaking of
briefly.
modern warfare and guns,
For real. We touched on that before we started the podcast, but like, what did you mean by that? Because I know in a previous episode we talked about like Biden lowering the capacity of the ammo that you could have in your
And
weapon.
also the strap-on.
The
thing.
braces.
yeah.
He said you have. Oh, this is great, and I'm sure you guys know, but you have 120 days, and I'll reiterate it, to either pay for a tax stamp for your brace, which is actually made for veterans with arms, decapitated arms, whatever you call that, where they cut your arm off.
yeah, amputee.
It's amputee. So instead of like having like a butt stock up against your chest, it's so they can wrap it around their half arm, and that gives them the same stability as like, whereas we can just put it up against like right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
So they made a law, or Biden's dumbass anyways, Biden's administration, where they either outlawed that and you got to get rid of it within 120 days, or you have to pay $200 and get approved by the federal government for a tax stamp. Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I mean, what do you think of Biden, honestly?
Fucking hate him.
Yeah,
If I could say more, I would, but then I'd have the NSA at my front door, so I'd rather not.
I don't call him Biden. I call him the Shamalama guy. Because that's what he says in his fucking interviews.
Dude, I like where he's like, where he's coming down off of Air Force One and he falls down the steps like 4 different times or whatever, or he's going up them or something.
Dude, has a president done that before?
Have you seen it? Wait. Have you seen the video where he falls off the bike?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kyle, have you seen that? Biden falling off the bike? You've never seen that.
No, I haven't.
Look that up right now. I just want to hear your honest reaction on Mike.
Alright, just continue.
Just look it up in the meantime, and then I want you to come watch it and react to it on the mic.
Yeah, because I remember watching that. That was fucking insane. I'm like, is this real right now?
But yeah, dude. Anyways, like, we're just trying to get better and better. You know, I feel like each pod we do. Kyle does better editing. Me and Rudy get more
I guess you could
better
say
chemistry.
Yeah, I love it.
And dude, genuinely, I have fun doing this.
No, yeah.
Oh, you've got the video?
Oh, he's got
Jesus
it. All right, let's
Christ.
see.
We got Jamie from fucking JRE over here.
No, we got Kill Bill.
I hope we don't get copywritten for this.
Damn. Dude, he wasn't even like riding the bike. He was stopped.
Slow-mo, dude.
He was stopped.
Kyle, that's our president right now.
He has the codes to blow up shit with nuclear weapons.
Can't even ride a goddamn fucking track bike or a mountain bike. Incredible.
I mean, at least bring us Obama back. Fuck.
Fuck Obama.
I mean, he's better than him, right? Yeah. Or Trump. Bring him back.
Actually, no, I'll say it. Kyle can just bleep it. I don't like Democrats. I don't like Democrats at all.
Yeah, you can say that.
I know, but like some people get offended, you know.
Whatever.
Again, this is a comedy / fucking just kind of throw it at your face kind of like podcast content. Like this is by no way scripted, improvised, or not improvised, but it's not like everything's by the book. Like we maybe write down a couple of fucking ideas to talk about and we riffed for the entire hour plus about it. You can ask any of these guys here. This is all fucking, and half this shit I feel like I want to take out, but Kyle, the fucking editor over here, he's also fucking part of the company, so I respect his opinion, and he has me keep in a lot of dumb shit that I say, which sometimes I don't appreciate, but sometimes it ends up being some of the funniest shit in the fucking podcast.
And that's life. They're like, dude, I don't like this shit. And then it turns out like, oh, wait, I guess I do like this shit.
It's just, you know what I realize? It's the context in which you make people understand it. So, like, if I'm just, like, for example, if I'm pulling a Louis C.K. and I'm just, like, I'm jerking off in a plant or whatever, as opposed to Kyle being like, hey, dude, do a bit where you talk about jerking off in a plant and, like, make a joke of it, as opposed to, like, actually doing it. Like, that's how I would make that separation. I know that kind of doesn't really make sense, but it's kind of like I don't know, dude. I don't even know what I'm fucking saying at this point. Rudy, fucking take over, you piece of shit.
Dude, well, let me see.
I know you're just so high off pizza, you can't even fucking live anymore, you idiot.
Honestly,
like a taco, dude.
Dude, who? That's how you know you're a true Mexican, when you eat a piece of pizza bent over like a taco. Do you bend over your men like that too?
It was folded like a fucking blanket, and yeah, because I can't.
Oh, you mean like the blanket that you rubbed your greasy hands on right after you ate
Dude,
it?
who cares? It's not mine. That's how I live life.
Stain, Rudy.
Oh, I know, dude.
There's not a stain. They're retarded. If it is, it's for. Never mind. But no, for real.
Dude,
though,
I haven't been laid in 4 years, buddy. Nice try.
Oh man, for
Oh,
you.
Kyle's jerking me off, guys. Hold on.
All right, you know what? That's the next episode. We're gonna have a live series of us getting Tim laid. It'll be awesome. We'll film it and everything. We'll get him dressed
Kidding.
up.
I've been laid. I'm just not gonna disclose that.
We'll do that.
information.
It'll be awesome. Tim, you're gonna be like, Rudy, I love you. Kyle's gonna be like, hey, let me spank you. It'll be awesome.
I know.
He's
Dude,
like,
I'll
oh.
fucking. Oh my god. Dude,
But
I'll
honestly,
spank
do you- are
you know who I'll spank harder than you, dude?
What?
Fucking Chuck, dude. That guy.
Oh.
That guy sometimes, dude, when he's screaming at me on fucking the mic, dude, I don't even get mad anymore. He's like, oh, look at this pillhead. Look at this fucking high ass. Look at this
Look at
stoner.
him.
And I'll be like, you know what, dude? The more you talk, the more you turn me on, daddy-o. I just want to bend you over on your little fucking Gilbert fucking couch over there in Arizona and spank the living fuck out of ya. Got it?
I think he does, but you might have to tell him or not tell him, but show him because he's like one of those guys. You can tell him.
Dude, I'll fucking wrestle him like Patty the Batty, dude.
Oh, by the shout out to fucking the guy we watched the UFC fight.
Tell him. You know more about Patty than I do.
I don't. But I know I've seen him. I just don't remember his name. I only seen
Patty
it a couple times.
His name is Patty Pimblett.
Okay, Patty Pimblett.
But his like
that's
name
it. Yeah, for
is like
UFC.
Patty the Batty.
Dude, he has some of the best ground game recently I've seen with that rear naked chokehold.
Come on, dude.
It was
Go for
fucking
the,
amazing.
DY2. Come on, dude.
Dude, but yeah, I want to go see another live UFC fight. I want to go to Vegas. We can go there and fucking watch it live.
We'll see, like, for me, I send, like, really cool comedy shows in the group chat. I'm like, yo, boys, you want to get a booth or whatever? Like, we can get comped, like, $200 for food and drinks. That they're down for, but God forbid I ever put like a fucking Super Bowl ticket or a UFC. Rudy will be like, I am too broke, even though I get paid $15,000 a month allowance.
By the way, did you see the Super Bowl? How much a ticket is?
Oh, dude, you know Chuck has 4. Actually, speaking of Chuck, dude, he has 4 Super Bowl tickets, and he can't even go to them because he's going to Mexico.
Yeah.
He's gonna flip them on Craigslist for $5,000 each.
Shut the fuck
Swear to God.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. He said they're 25,000 a piece.
No, they're 2,500 a piece.
No, I've seen him go for that though.
Oh no, yeah, if you're sitting up front for sure.
I was like, what the 25,000 to sit and watch a bunch of people just run around on the field? Fuck that.
But yeah, finally, like, who's your? And I know we touched briefly on like UFC, but who's your favorite fighter right now? Like, whether it be a champion of a certain weight or division, like. Who's your favorite all-time fighter?
Dude, I can't say. There's too
they
many.
They can't be retired. I would say Nate Diaz, but he's technically retired.
I like Yair Rodriguez. He's so good.
I did really like Israel Adesanya until he started getting French tips and painting his nails.
Oh yeah, that's kind of Dude, I like when Khabib wears his white fro. That's pretty funny. He's he's probably one of the best wrestlers I've seen. Like I'd get frustrated fighting.
You know
him.
Francis Ngannou, right? The heavyweight champion.
The guy who punches like a fucking rhino.
No, it literally says online. I don't know if this is bullshit or not. Even people called me out on one of my fucking shorts I posted on YouTube, but it says that according to his punch, like on one of those punch machines, and like several punches to an actual bag, that Francis Ngannou, I think he's 260 or 70. He's the heavyweight. He's like the highest weight division champion in the world as far as UFC goes.
Yeah.
And they say that his punch at full force is as hard as a Ford Escort going full speed and hitting you.
Dude,
I'm not even
crazy.
kidding. That's what it says online.
He punched Alistair Overeem. Like, you've seen that famous one where he knocks that guy.
The uppercut?
Yeah. That is that guy's huge, and he fucking knocked him out like a fucking child. That was crazy.
Would you ever fight Francis?
If I was paid, but no. Remember that Jackass skit?
What if they paid you like 10? Yeah, where they punched him in the nuts.
Oh my god.
If Francis Ngannou was like, "Let me beat the living fuck out of you, like let me make your face unrecognizable, but I'll pay you 10 million bag," would you do it?
No. Well,
like your face will recover, but you're gonna look fucking stupid for like at least a month.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I thought it was like I was
like
thinking
you won't even be able.
I
to
was
show
picturing
up
like
well, I guess you won't need work because you have 10 mil. But
I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I was picturing like the old mask where that fucked up guy's face is. I'm like, nah, not like that. But as long as it's recoverable, I'd do it.
I feel that. Well, anyways, guys, it's been an hour. You know that's what we usually stick to. Thanks again for tuning back into the Just Chill Dude podcast, number 6, episode 6. Again, thanks for listening. Shout out to the homies, fucking Tons, Burrito, Chuck, Mitch, Hall Monitor, Gold Four Loco, Buzz Cray, Cerveza, Papa Steve, and Deadpool. And Dylan. No, actually, what? You just made me say that on command. And you can suck Ryan's dick on break, too. And anyways, so thanks for listening, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure, I cannot stress this enough, like, share, subscribe. Your boys are trying to blow up. We're about to get on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So please show some love. Get us our numbers ran the fuck up. And I will keep you updated via either my Instagram or YouTube Live or YouTube Post. So run those numbers up. Let's get it. Like, share, and subscribe. And fucking, dude, share it to your grandma. Share it to your uncle. Share it to your fucking, when you were younger, dude.
What the fuck?
Share it to every single freaking person you know. But anyways, guys, that's been the Just Chill Dude crew. Peace out, guys.
Peace out. It's Friday night. It's Friday
Good
night.
night. A shame. Think something new under the sun. You can't take back them things you already done. No. You blame things that you do on somebody else.